Yo, yo, yo. What's up, family? It's your boy, Eight Face, the Muddy Professor. I'm back again with another video. So, I know I was gone for a little while, you know what I'm saying? I've been going through my own stuff. You know what I mean? I wanna make one thing clear, right? Um, though I feel like God talks with me and I feel like, I get information, right? It's up to me to apply this information in my life. And my filter is so dirty with coffee and all that stuff. Like I'm cleaning, I'm in the process, but it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And though I know things that I've been blessed, to know from the Most High, I still have to apply them, right? I still have to make it work in my life, and that's a process for me right now. So everything ain't working for me right now in my life. I'm going through things, and I'm sharing things with y'all as I get them. I'm sharing them. But I've been going through something recently in my life, and I'm not gonna get into the details of everything at all. But through meditation and everything, you know what I'm saying, I start realizing about the things, like a lot of things I've been saying on these videos. I watch my videos myself and I learn things myself. The guy behind this mask here learns things, man, that I say on these videos sometimes. And one thing I was sharing in my past videos was like how basically like how our children, like when we pass certain things off to our children, they like a phone, right? They have to access these features on their phone. We have to do the same thing, right? Like right now, it's like God is giving me a download, you know what I'm saying, of the like the latest software upgrade. God is putting it to me. I gotta access it though, right? It's my responsibility to do that. And that brings me into like the Bible, for instance, right? I want to talk about the commandment. I think it's the 5th commandment. It's honor your mother and father, right? Now a lot of people have speculation and they have commentary on how they feel this commandment applies and whatever. And I think there's a lot of valid perceptions to that. But I want to share mine. So honor your mother and father. Now this go along with what I was saying about how we put things into our children, like through our memories, through our DNA. The memory gets stored in DNA, and we pass that memory to our children. Our children are constructed. They are actually constructed from the memory of this DNA between the two partners, you know what I'm saying? And all of their memory of DNA, like past and their family and all that, down the line, through the bloodline and all that. All right, so when the kid, like I make certain changes in my life at a certain point. I have a child. This child has these potentials to have these changes. These come into their software, right? Already pre-installed. But they have to access it. It's up to them. They also have installed in their software the bad stuff of who I used to be, because that's part of my memories too. Every single thing is recorded and put into the DNA, so that's in them too. It's up to them to access whatever they want. I'm bringing all this up to say that honor your mother and father is like, okay, so Jesus, okay, I'm gonna say this, right? Jesus has said something, was like, isn't it said in the law that honor your mother and father, because if you don't, it will result in your death or something like that. It has something to do with death for not honoring your mother and father. Okay? And in the 10 Commandments, it says honor your mother and father so that you could have a long life on this earth. Like, more or less, I'm paraphrasing, that's how I understand it, but to me, that's what it's pretty much saying, like, honor your mother and father so you can enjoy a long life. Jesus is saying that if you don't, you will die, right? So it's pretty much the same concept, just different way of looking at it from the other side, right? I'm bringing all this up to say, us, this is how we access the software, by honoring our parents. All right. So everybody's parents, everybody's a human being. We all have good, we all have bad in us. We, sometimes the bad outweighs the good, but there's always good, there's always bad, it's always there, it's always there. Us, it's up to us, right? With our parents, we see the traits that they have. Do you want to access the bad traits, or do you want to access the good traits? How do you access the traits at all, right? By honoring the traits. So do you want to look at the bad and honor that, or dishonor, however you want to put it? Do you want to focus on the bad? If you do, understand that everything bad about your parent is in you. It's inside of you. You know what I'm saying? So if you looking at them in that bad way, guess what? You turning that switch, you accessing that inside of yourself. Now, so by dishonoring your parents, you actually dishonoring yourself, which in turn, so you taking that switch and then you turning it into a negative, right? From positive to negative. So to the negative, what's it gonna do? It's gonna build up negativity in your cup, like I've been explaining. It's gonna build up and it's gonna draw negativity into your life, and sooner or later it's gonna lead to your demise. If you honor your parents in a way, yeah, everybody has bad about their parents, but if you choose to look at the good, understand the good also is in you. By focusing on the good, you accessing the good within inside of yourself. When you access the good inside of yourself, it becomes beneficial in your life. You understand? So this is why, honor your mother and father so you can enjoy a long life. It's not about, putting your parents on a certain pedestal. Everybody knows there's the good, there's the bad. We see it. It's don't ignore it, but don't focus so much on the bad. A lot of us need to understand and realize that us as parents, a lot of us, we got parents. Everybody has a parent, right? You wouldn't be here without parents. So we all have parents, but some of us are parents ourselves. Me, myself, I'm a parent. I know a lot of us probably watching this as parents, right? So you need to understand certain things, like even if you have grudges with your parents now, look at how your situations are going with your children. You know what I'm saying? Try to have that certain type of understanding. Now think too also on this tip. You don't give your kids attention or certain type of attention that they're looking for. They become resentful. They become, and even if you mean well, you're trying to teach them the right way or give them good advice, something that's going to be so beneficial to them in their life. They don't understand that. They just mad that they ain't getting what they want when they want it. Now think for a moment. You as a parent, this is how, you feel hurt. You trying to teach your child the right way. You don't want to punish your kid. It's not that, but you know how the world works. The world works in a certain way, so you trying to prepare your child the best way that you know how. It might not be the best way. It's just the best way you know how. So you trying to prepare your child for that or whatever. And everybody got their own way. So, what might be good for one might not be good for another. And everybody has their own opinion, their own thing, right? But at the end, you have to understand everybody feels like their way is the good way. So even if you feel like somebody's doing you wrong or they're doing something bad to you, it's not that. Please don't take it personal. And I've been coming to have to understand that and realize that it's not about taking things personal, right? It's just that they feel like they doing what's right. But y'all have to understand too that, in the end, you feel like you're doing what's right. That's what they doing. That's where the understanding has to come in. And somebody, one or both, ideally both, or whoever else is involved, however many people, ideally everybody has to come to it on the same page and to that understanding with each other. You understand? That's the only way things will work. Because we all seeing things from inside of us. This is how we experience the world. The whole world is not out there. None of the world that's out there we know anything about. And I'm going to keep it a buck. We only know about what's in here. And everything that happens in here. A lot of times we have conversations with ourselves in here. People do things and we react to those situations how we think these people are giving it to. A lot of times not even like that. It's not even like somebody won't even be attacking you, but you might have insecurities within yourself. Listen, I'm guilty of this. We have insecurities within ourselves where when we hear certain things, we feel like it's directed at us because we have those insecurities. The person who's saying it might not even be thinking of you at all, but you become offended in that moment because you have these own insecurities and they're touching a nerve with you. They're pushing that button for you and you're hearing it, and right away it's like defense mechanism goes up and then boom, you're ready to attack. This is an automatic response. This is the problem we have, right? I'm telling you, I have it too, and I'll be working on it. This is a problem we have, is acting on like an automation, right? Acting automatically. We need to stop acting automatically to stop, because we built up bad habits, and these bad habits is the automatic responses that we be having, and we stand behind these things 100%, and we get mad. We think people don't love us or attacking us when they start speaking about these bad habits we have. We claim it. Yo, think about what I said about demon possession and all that. Like, in the end of the day, right, these like, think about this. You have an angry emotion, but you say, I am angry. You're supposed to, you possess that emotion, but in that moment, you gave up all your power to that emotion, and now you became the emotion. You say, I am angry. I am hungry. You have a hunger, and you say, I am hungry. Now you became the hunger. You're possessed by the hunger. You're possessed by the anger. It's the worst with happiness. Like I said, demon possession, angel possession. I am happy. You have a happiness in you, but yet you make the happiness you. You're saying, I am this. That's another commandment. Don't use God's name in vain. What did God say his name was when he spoke to Moses? I am. Think about it. I am this. I am. Every time we claim the I am, we're using God's name. Are you going to use it to no benefit? That's in vain. Think about it. Something you do in vain is to no benefit, right? You be like, oh man, all this work I did and no vain, right? Like, it's to no benefit. So you're going to use God's name to no benefit? You're using it in vain. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, all this, yeah, my fault. I don't know. All this work I've done in vain. I said no vain. All this work I've done in vain, right? Think about it. Like, so anytime, if you're going to use God's name, you must use it to a benefit, to a positive. Be possessed by the good, not the evil, not the bad, not the negative, not the wrong in the situation. I think we do this too much. And we do that inside here. And then we project it outside there. We always do. Are you going to project goodness, or are you going to project bad, negativity? But yeah, honor your mother and father, right? Now, like I said, we could look at our parents and be all messed up about things that happen in our life with our parents. And you know what? We could repeat that with our children. Because we become that. We start to become that, you know? What you think about most of what you become. And at the end of the day, when you see your parents in that way, like I said, you have everything they have in them, you have. If you're a good person, that means you got it somewhere from them. You might have your own little twist to it and all that, you know, but somewhere along the line, these memories, these things, you accessing something good. It's coming from somewhere down your gene pool. You know what I mean? Honor your mother and father, because if you do that, they good qualities, they good traits that you see in them, that you honor, will develop inside you. I promise. That's my word today. You know what I'm saying? You know I love y'all. So as always, peace and blessings. Y'all already know it's your boy 8-Face, the Money Professor. And I'm out. Peace.